What kind of bimbo brings a shovel to a gunfight anyway? I should shoot you right now on general principle.
I know you sleep, motherfucker.
Listen, shut the f up. Let me handle this.
Snip, snip. I can nip this right in the butt. Like, nah.
Harley, it's cool, baby. It's cool. We just talking. Harley, baby, stay with me now. Forgive Benny now. He just salty because he FOMO'd in and he bought Sinverse way too high. Want that over with me, baby, not him. Listen, you just hang back and you don't do a goddamn thing. Harley, you're doing great, baby. I'm proud of you, and Joker's proud of you. Tell Harley you're proud of her, Joker. I'm proud of you, honey bunny.
I love you, honey bunny.
I love you too, honey bunny. Now I want you to go into that bag and you get out my ledger wallet, and my Sinverse land NFTs better be there. Do you understand me? If a single Sin token is missing from that wallet, my wrath shall be upon you. Do you understand me, motherfucker? Right now, we're just all gonna take a chill pill, and we're gonna tune in and see what Road Dogg says. All right, everybody just calm down. Calm down, it's gonna be all right. It's almost over. It's almost over, Harley. Just calm down.
Aburrido con ganas de que averiguando qué hacer por la noche. Entonces entrarse en mi cuarto pa' ver. Levántate mi amor, hoy vamos a beber. Ponte algo sexy, bebé. Tírate un selfie, bebé. Yeah, hey. Ponte algo sexy, mi amor. Tírate un selfie, mi amor. Hey, dale. Tírate un selfie que te ve bien cabrón. Brindamos todas las copas que se trabajo. Tírate un selfie que te ve 1,000,000. No hay trabajo en la mañana, un bendición. Baby, put your favorite dress on. And maybe we can skip and go right to the sequel. Prende Philly Blunt, take a hit for the people. El Instagram que se algoritmo. Machuca sin vergüenza y la tiro con ritmo. Agua. You know I like it like that. You know I like it like that. You know I like it like that. Yeah. Tírate un selfie que te ve bien cabrón. No hay trabajo en la mañana. Llamo a mi cama when the night is done. Ponte algo sexy, mi amor. Hey. Tírate un selfie, mi amor. Chacho. Ponte algo sexy, mi amor. Tírate un selfie, mi amor. Tírate un selfie que te vea 1,000,000. No hay trabajo en la mañana, que se del trabajo. Huepa, mamacita, huepa. Huepa, mamacita, huepa. Huepa, mamacita, huepa. Huepa, mamacita, huepa. None of my cash can flow, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital. Go, go, go. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. The cash is digital. Digital, digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital, digital. Digital, digital. Stepping like Marty McFly. Stepping, I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why. I never doubted me why. I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend. Only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids. That's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends. Had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win. You know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold. I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb. I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold. None of my calls are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold. None of my calls are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash is digital. Go. Digital. Digital. The cash is digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm just trying to feed my kids. I'm just trying to keep my way. I'm just trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital. The dash is digital. Go. Digital. The cash is digital. The dash is digital. Run it up. Digital.
Dog will be with us shortly. He had to go tinkle and fix his guy liner. This has been a public service announcement. Thank you. Telephone call for Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt, please come to the front. Thank you. Attention shoppers, for the owner of the gray Cadillac Escalade with the license plates Pimp Baby, you left your lights on. Thank you.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Let's get on with the show.
It was always me versus me. It was never
never me versus you, and now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part, wake up and I do my job, just how I should. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you, it's understood. Get up, had to beat those odds, got up and I beat those odds, understood. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you, and now I'm good. Wake up and I do
Here we
my
go.
part.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane, and I am the crazy idiot on patrol tonight as we take a look at what's going on in this market. Doing what we were kind of hoping it would do. That was our hopium play there, and now it's doing it, and I'm still looking at it sideways, man. Are you real? Get the popcorn out because things are about to get very interesting right now. Regardless of what they do. I mean, if it tanks, it's going to be interesting. If it goes to the moon, it's going to be interesting. Right now, it's pretty interesting because it's doing something. Bitcoin is on the move. Gosh darn it, you need to get your Bitcoin off the exchanges. That's what's helping these prices to go up. It's the low liquidity out there. And the one thing that you can do is get your crypto off these exchanges, except for what you're trading with. Come on. Don't leave it there. Do not leave it there. You need a wallet. Tangem wallet. It's one of my choice. Also got the SecuX. I love that one too. Well, that one's cool though. You can just NFC enabled phone, man. It's got the little apps on it. It's got an exit plan where you can, come out and cash, have it to your bank account. You need an exit plan. Tangem's just a cool company all the way around, man. One of the few products, one of the few companies I endorse because they're good, they're true, they're real. That's what I like. I don't like a bunch of bull crap. There's too much of that in the world right now. Saw a very interesting article. Did I have it pulled up? I bet I don't. Gosh darn it. Did you know? Where are you, man? Here you are. This is true. This is very true. And when you see this come into effect, you will be amazed. But analysts expect the Bitcoin supply shocks of all supply shocks after April, after that happening. Talking to X, Ted believes that Bitcoin prices will float higher. Who's Ted? Did you tell me who Ted was? Talking to X, Ted. That's not journalistic, dude. You usually give the name for your. Okay. Anyway. Believes Bitcoin prices will float higher after Bitcoin halves in April 2024. The event set at protocol level, blah, blah, blah. Nerd speak, number going to go up because there's just not that much Bitcoin to go around. And the legacy markets, we're not just talking about Wall Street people, man. We're talking about pension plans. We're talking about people having it available to them through work, through other means. It's going to be, oh my gosh, you can do it on E-Trade. It's just going to be available to everybody. But corporations are looking at this. Yeah. And see, us in the U.S., they've got us all messed up. We can only think about here. We can't really think about the rest of the world. There's a bigger world out there, people, and a lot of them. And same things looking at this at the steadiness, the success, the life-changing effect that Bitcoin has, and how it is so resistant to government interference in worlds where they just confiscate and force forfeitures for what is increasingly becoming very easy traps to fall into. They can't get your Bitcoin unless you voluntarily give it to them. They cannot come in and just take it like they can your bank accounts, like your house, like everything else that you own, ransack your house and everything. They might even find your wallet. Oh my gosh. Where did you go, Tangem? This is the perfect time to sell you, man. You found my wallet. Oh my gosh. I wish I remembered. That one doesn't have a seed phrase. I'm so terrible with numbers, man. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but just think about a bad world situation and how safe you are in crypto. Up and to the right, Bitcoin for the past, what? How many years? 13? 15? Hell. And numbers be going up for altcoins right now. Look at this day. I'm on my major watch list. All these are up for the year. Most of them, the majority of them are. They're supposed to. That's what's on this list. All the strong coins for the years, past 12 months. But even on our top 100, man, look at that. We got a little celebrating to do tonight. I think Bitcoin has definitely earned its applause tonight. And unless you've been living under a rock and not looking at a chart, oh, look at that big old hand on my screen. We've had an exciting past 12 hours here. Bitcoin went from around 43,000, 44, 537 we're hanging out right now. This is what we were looking for. This is what we've been talking about, the possibilities, and trying to see if it's going to play out, because usually it doesn't. Usually this is rejection. Now we're flirting with the top of it. It's not official yet. Remember, we had the same scenario back here. What did they do? They wicked us down. However, we did make, here's the cool thing. We made a higher high here, a higher low, and we've got a higher high. Now we might come back to test the 200. We're just being real here. It sucks if we break back into this pattern. I don't like it. Don't want to see that happen at all. But the 200 is here to possibly catch us. And if at worst, the 42. But honestly, I don't want to see that happen at all. We want to see it just come back to around 43.9. Maybe 43.641 where it actually broke out of. Those are some cool places for a retest. That's what we need to see. That would be our best option, just like it was our best option to come up and break through these areas. It's not official yet, though, on the 4 hour, where I'm mainly charting this. So I can't just jump out there bullish, but I can say that the smaller time frames are looking nice. They also look very nice over here, too. I just want to remind you of that. I gotta keep it real. So the real of the game is what time frame that we're trading on, which is the 4 hour right here, where we kind of figured all this out, because we're swing trading, man. We're not day traders. I mean, well, you can be, I can be, but it's a lot of work, takes a lot of time, takes a lot of things away from your family and your personal life, and you get caught up and getting emotional, and because that just cranks up the emotions when you crank up the leverage. So unless you're a day trader, these bigger time frames are your best friends to make the life-changing money while you carry on with your life, because you can't spend it all day in the charts, right? Few people can. I can. I have that luxury. I will take that knowledge and pass it on to you until you can afford to have that luxury for yourself. And I will share with you every day what I see in the charts and what I think might be helpful for us and what maybe we should avoid, because, hey, I can guarantee you I probably damn sure got caught up in it and I ain't going to drive that train again. So 44,439. Coming back to this 9 moving average on the 4 hour is where we want to bounce. Now, we break back into this pattern, I'm going to be looking at this sideways, and I'm going to get bearish. I will. If I lose that 9 moving average, you're going to see me get mad at Bitcoin, give it a good talking to. You know, it's going to be kind of trying, and honestly, I don't doubt them to do that. So just be careful. If you wanted to like really extend it, I mean, I've based this on the support resistance flip, which it's fairly marking out there. But if you wanted to really just kind of solidify it for you, look, we touched here and we touched there, meaning that this is apparently a strong resistance line, and it does seem to validate. You switching things up, Road Dog? What you doing? I'm just tightening up my trend lines, man. I'm just tightening them up a little bit, see what I get. I want to be as accurate as I can. Nothing worse than thinking you've cleared a key level when really you haven't, and you go hard based on that information. So we want to avoid that. So we're raising the bar a little bit. We're making Bitcoin prove this to us, that it is really jumping out there. Now, it has cleared the other places. I mean, this trend line we were following here, bear trap. That should be good. We should have no problem getting up here if this is true. So currently, we're getting resistance off of this level from where I had it drawn previously. Always go back, tighten up your stuff, man. When new information presents itself, we want to be on the safe side on this move. This is a very important move for Bitcoin. It's got to get up above here. Got to. We're flirting with that area now. Not yet confirmed. In my honest opinion, not yet confirmed. Could be dropping back down here, but since that is resistance, oh gosh darn it, now we got to introduce, some of these other areas down here as a possibility. So I'm warning you against getting too bullish, because I'm sure that we're getting ready to go to 64,000 thumbnails will be up there tomorrow. just adding fuel to the fire that makes retail FOMO in and make bad choices. But hey, it gets clicks though, right? So we are getting rejected here on the 24-minute. Lower time frames, I'm really not concerned about. It's the bigger ones, but that is noteworthy to know that if we just adjust our trend lines a little bit, we do see that there's actual resistance. It's a good time to start looking at our indicators here. Let's bump up, back up to that 4 hour where we were. Let's see if we got any divergences. That is where I'm taking my candle bodies here and I'm dragging a line up to my next high on the candle bodies. That is going up and to the right. I'm pulling out my RSI right here. And I'm going to go to that same spot, which was here, and I'm going to go to that next high. And it's, you know, it was down. It being down, that's bearish divergence. But notice what's happening. It's rising up. That bearish divergence is getting weak. That's kind of cool. It's still there, but it's now a lot weaker. This move is taking a lot of the sting out of its little bite. It's pretty much all eyes on Bitcoin like it's been over here. If it just keeps going the way it's going, then it'll shoot through here, no problem. If she stumbles around here and it breaks a trend line, I'm going to look at you sideways. So is it a good time to jump in the alts now? Well, let's go check out Total 3. Total 3 is also getting a pump because Bitcoin, it's a rising tide that raises all the boats. However that saying goes, I butchered it. But you guys know what I mean, right? You feel me, right? Those altcoins we got a breakout here. Maybe. Let's tighten up these trend lines. When you change like from the daily, look, I got my trend lines where I want it. What's there? Going to different time frames, well, information changes a little bit. Since we're mainly trading this 4 hour, we're using the daily and the weekly to guide us to get our thesis together. That sounds educated, doesn't it? Yeah. To get our hypothesis. Formulate a plan. Test it out, see if it's going to play out. That's a breakout, baby. It's got a little bit of volume, not as much as I want to see there, but the good things is we're above the 200 moving average. That's always a good sign. I'm going to warn you about this 100 being underneath it. That's a little bit of weight, kind of dragging us down a little bit. So we may just only come up, a little bit and retest a little bit. Could happen. So it may look like it's getting off to a good start. It may kind of wane out just a little bit. And it looks like it's starting to just a little bit here. No bad signs, but on the 1 hour, things are a little bit overinflated. So we'll pull back to the 21 after it breaks the 9. If it breaks the 9, hell, it may just keep going parabolic from here. Who knows? I like this, though. I just saw this in the corner of my eye. It's only on the 1 hour chart, though. But for some of you, that's like the weekly, your little 10-second degens. I know who you are. Golden cross. Not only is the 50 crossed the 200, the 100 did too. I like that. That's freaky. Freaky cool. Freaky like it. Freaky in a good way. Guys, it has finally happened. I finally got a comment. Check this out. Can you see it? I can't blow it up anymore. Who the heck? What is this guy? His face! I freaked somebody out. I was just waiting for it to happen. I said it's a face made for radio, but unfortunately, radio just ain't chill no more. And my pronoun is dude, just in case he wanted to know. That's cool. So, I forgot to get his name there. Shout out to Ryan Wotan's son. That's a kind of a cool name, Wotan. A little Norse, are we? Shout out to you, Ryan. Appreciate you for checking me out, dude. Thanks for taking the time to watch me. That means a lot. Look, T is up. So how we doing over in the chat? Chat, not chart. That's an IP vanish. I have an affiliate link to that, but I'm just too lazy to even get it put together. There's what I'm looking for right here, man. Hey, we got Strega, we got Dave P, we got Javed. Hey, how's it going, Javed? We got Grimmer in the house. Not a member is here. We just got a full house. We got a party now. Let's get it on. Grimmer says, can we check out Labs, please? And took a degen risk, about 10 million. Figure if it can hit 0.01 bull run cent, then that's 100 grand. And if it hit 14 cent, if it hit 14 cent last bull run, let's check out Labs. Let's do it different here. Let's put it up on Tokenmetrics and see what they got. Is it Morpheus Labs? I don't think it's Morpheus Labs. Gosh darn it. Watch me have to do some stuff here. Labs Group, right? Shah, where are you? We'll just type that in. Labs Group. Labs Group. You suck, Tokenmetrics. What's up? We've charged it before. I'm just trying to find on Tokenmetrics. Make sure I get the right, because I forget. Where you at, Labs? Did I step into another parallel universe again? Because I hate it when that happens. Do we have Coca-Cola here? Is Biden still president? That was I came from a shitty universe. Hope this one's better. Labs Group. Okay, we got it here. Okay. Well, apparently Tokenmetrics don't have it. Well, let's check it out here. She is kind of small, so yeah, I can see why it would. Okay, yeah, look at that. $633,000 market cap right now. You got 10 billion maximum supply. About 20%, 22% of that's out in circulation right now. So there's still 80% left. Depends on their unlock schedules and things like that. One thing to do is keep an eye on this little guy, token unlocks. That's helpful. I keep meaning to go over here on the stream, but I forget. But let's just type it in and see if it comes up. Are you in here? Well, I guess that's good news for need to find out their unlock schedules and things like that. Make sure it's not too heavy. Some of these are kind of heavy. So that's a cool thing to know. But, you know, I mean, if you believe in the coin, we looked at it. It looked, from what I can remember, it looked, I think I actually, I've got so many coins. I'm not sure if I got Labs right now or not. I got CTI, and I think I'm getting confused with that. All-time high for this guy was, how long ago? 3 years ago. 14 cents. We're down 99.8% from there, man, and that just off the percentages, that tells you you're at a good bottom price, especially if you believe in it. Let's see, Labs is disrupting, that's right, real estate play. Labs is disrupting real estate investments in the large asset class through the world's first end-to-end real estate investment ecosystem by fractionalizing real estate investments. Powered by the Labs ecosystem through decentralized finance and governance. Okay, it's jogging in my memory now. And we'll check out the website here too. Because at this price getting in, if it's something good, I mean, this is early entry. But it's very important. These are highly risked when they're at this stage, though, because it's so easy for something to end up being vaporware or even for rug pulls and things like that. So, I mean, just keep that in mind. But, you know, if you don't have balls, you don't to go out there and sorry for you with the vagina. If you don't have a vagina, then you... Let's go with a different analogy. If you don't have the cojones to go out there and buy it when the price is low and when you believe in it, get in there early, then you miss out on all the gains that will come your way. Thank you, Ricardo Monteblan. Can we just stick to the program? What is Labs? Liquid Assets Broken System. So kind of cool. Definitely worth a deep dive, and could be. Join the community, Coinbase. Okay, they're listed on some good exchanges, so you know there's a little bit of vetting that goes there, a little bit. Join the community. I want to see the team. Where's the team? Show me the team. Yes, find out more. Show me the team. Hello, team. Where are you? Roadmap and utility. Let's look there. That looks like a good place for the team to hang out. Pillar 1, Owner Circle. Creating a platform for consumers who utilize resorts and hotels to tokenize their unused nights, building vacation packages to increase yield and occupancy. One that you might be able to compare this with a little bit, especially in these early stages for what they're going to be doing, is Travala, because they're kind of in this sector here already. Pillar 2, which is not out yet, Labs Real Estate platform focused on real estate investors who want to build a global real estate portfolio through fractional ownership with NFTs. That's a very cool idea. We are definitely headed there. We are definitely headed there. Labs Real Estate Investment NFT Marketplace, a hub for investors to trade real estate NFTs and tokens. Well, of course, if you make it that easy to have, and why, sure. And part of the Empire State Building, namely on floor 13, although it's not really there. Labs REIT Fund. Okay, so it's got some cool things. Let's go check out the chart. You got to do some diligence. Anyone else, Grimmer's probably already done his, and that's why he's so bullish on it. But you just make sure you do your due diligence on these projects, especially at this stage. And let's clear up the chart. Labs KuCoin Tether looks good to me. Let's go with that one. I'm zooming out because we want to start out at the end. What's going on here? Let's get rid of that fib so we can see what's going on. I felt like we looked at this recently. Right now, I'm on the weekly. Well, that's kind of sideways. Still got some down that can come though, because stochastics have not hit the bottom. Now, overall, we got, if you guys don't know this trick, this may blow your mind. This may be the secret success that you need to help you trade this market. A lot of you guys already know about this, but two indicators, RSI, they're both oscillators. RSI right here, TradingView, it's on most of your exchanges. Stochastics, which normally look a lot like the RSI, but I got them, I'm using the VMC cipher. It's a free market cipher over on TradingView. But it's got the stochastics built in, and it's got several other indicators just all thrown in there like a big old melted astropop. It's really cool. Once you get used to it, it's like you can just look at it at a glance and know where you are. It's that cool. So I like having all these indicators just kind of slapped together. But stochastics has still come down. But here's the thing. On the bigger time frames like the weekly and the daily, maybe your 3-day, 5-day, your bigger time frames, if you catch the stochastics when they bottom out and they just start to turn back up, and you see this RSI also bottoming out and turning back up, that is how you nail the very best entry. It takes a lot of patience. You got to set alerts. You got to wait and watch for it. But looking on that, if you see it on the weekly, you go look for it on the daily. You see it on the daily, you go look for it on the 4-hour. You wait till those things line up. You can nail that. You can nail that. And dude, that's just straight up alpha. So here we are on the daily. We had the golden cross here, which is your buy signal, right? And on the daily, that's when people will say, well, it's time to get in. Now, I explain it as it is the buy signal, but buy the next pullback, which, you know, that's kind of subjective after that happens. As you can see by this chart, broke to the upside there. Was this the pullback? But she went down, she came up, and she went down again. That's very uncharacteristic for that. And there's not a lot of volume here indicating like, oh, I got to sell, get out of this for bad news or anything. It just lost it. Lost its momentum there. It lost its trend line, and that's a little concerning to me. But let's see what we got. So what I'm saying, we just haven't. It hasn't confirmed this as the bottom just yet. We're coming back to make another low. It should be higher than this low, so it shouldn't be too far. So that's why I'm still sticking with these areas right here. And if I remember correctly, these are fib areas. And so 2687. I mean, we're talking fractions of a penny though. But you're looking at it for a long-term investment. So I mean, that's part of the game here in accumulation. I mean, expect as the goal is to slowly try to accumulate. And, you know, you expect some fluctuation there. It's when it gets out of the accumulation zone that your payday starting to look really good. So there still may, you know, if you haven't went all the way in yet with your capital, you probably still have a few places you might get a chance to deploy it, especially if this blue line crosses that yellow one. If that happens, you maybe, I hope it doesn't come all the way back down here. Let's pull a fib and see how far it's progressed here. You're at you're at where? 80? This is the 886 right here. It's a good chance it'll hit that. And hopefully not go lower. Hopefully not go lower than that. If she does, I'd be looking at the bottoms of here, about 0.00025. And we're, we're sitting at 0.0025, 0.00026, 28. And we're at 3. I mean, it's really not that bad when you zoom out. It may feel bad if you have to ride through it, but it's got a good chance either here, I don't see it happening yet, maybe down here, of coming back up and then starting to retest a little bit before, we'll have a little bit of a bump up before it comes back down, if that can fit in your strategy or not. But now let's look at the big picture. Yeah, have we done that already? Let's zoom out to the weekly. I think we did. That red line right there is our accumulation number, just for this section too, not for the bigger picture. So this thing got up to 14 cents, right? All I got to work with is this top over here at 6 cents. And that suggests that anything under 1.5 cents is still technically accumulation. But we like to kind of narrow it down. You got so many juicy areas to choose from here to play with. I mean, just getting up to that 1618 area up here, 0.011 cents, that's a 13x. So I see the appeal, and that's the advantage of getting in here. And it may be a hard ride, but if you believe in it and think it's going to do something, you can make some killer gains. So I can't say that you're doing anything wrong at all. So they got the moxie. Grandma's got the moxie. Do you have problems sitting down? Do you find that it kind of hurts when you sit? Because your balls are like big. Nah, I think you're fine, man. But you gotta admire the cojones. And tell millionaires are made. Another says, "What's up, diehards? You're all going to be rich. Keep it up." Amen. Amen. And you got to tell that market you're going to be rich too. Tell it to quit taking your money. It ain't going to take it no more. It's my turn. Take a look at OGN and LRC. Let's do it. OGN, that rings a bell with me. Trying to find a Binance should be good. Oh, Origin Protocol. Okay, now it rings a bell. Yeah, okay, Origin. Pretty much same thing, except for where the other one still hadn't kind of figured out how far down it's going to go yet. This one, accumulation, but it's starting to, it's on the upside. So that's cool. So what do we like about this right off? This, you find these at this point in the market? Hell yeah, I was looking at these like for a year ago. Back in October, November. Getting in on these rounded bottoms and things. And some of those coins have taken off. A lot of them you see that are up now. They were in these rounded bottom shapes at one time. And these are just some late bloomers, which means this is the golden place. This is where the whales collect on the rounded bottoms. And you can tell it's a lower low than what we had over here. Well, that's at the bottom. And now the bear market part's over. This is a weekly chart. And the bull cycle started. Higher highs, higher lows for weeks. So this one's showing some strength. That's cool. I mean, it's basically been a steady higher high and higher low with some pullbacks, and that's normal. Everything looks good. Looks like she might be pulling back a little bit steeper short term though. What am I on the daily? Okay. So next couple of days, expect some down. Like these level downs, like 14.8 cents. You're just losing a penny, something like a penny. It might go a penny cheaper. And I'm saying that just because these moving averages are crossing. Looks like they were both, the 9 and the 21 are about to cross that 50. And that should drive price down to at least check some levels here. Let's see if we can narrow that down. I'm going by a parabolic move. That's not really as, it should hold, but they're not as solid as you would like. Trend line would be awesome. Tighten it up a little bit. Still don't have that great fit. Maybe we need to come down here all the way to the, nope. There's the wiki. Man, that one's an extreme one right there. It's possible. That's right in line with the 200 moving average. Easiest thing I'll tell you, if you're the daily, let's get rid of my line here. I would honestly start targeting somewhere around this 100 moving average if you were looking for an easy way to do it, and the 200 moving averages on the daily. There's possible places where it might come down to. We can take a measured move to see if we can get a little bit more accurate, but and hopefully it won't. I mean, it can still do a Hail Mary, but the crossing of those on the bigger time frame making me think that we might get a move a little bit down here. And this measured move is not going to be the bee's knees as far as being accurate, though. They have a percentage rating about half of the way of that, which kind of gives us to this 200 moving average area. A lot of times I'll take them from back here sometimes. But that's just a small section of this. And it might be, it would be cool. If it's something like this where it comes down quick and wicks down like that, that's even better, man. This scares the whole market, wipes out all the shorts and or longs and all that stuff. But the crossing there kind of makes me think, yeah. And we're under the 200 moving average on the 4 hour, just crossed there. The whole band just flipped bearish, but it doesn't mean it's going to be there for a long time. It's not like it's over. No, it's just a pullback, just a correction. Flip bearish over here too, right? It did okay. Now, as far as a target, so I'm saying these areas about 13 cents could come into play there. If we want to be exact or a little bit more accurate on that, Fibonacci tell us. And yeah, right on it, right there at the 50. Definitely look at that. 618 may come into play, but man, we hope it doesn't really. It'd be breaking that trend line, and that would be bad news. I like that 50%. That looks solid to me for where she can go. See how well that line. Yeah, darling, you got it. Personally, I think this level kind of matches up just a little better there. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, that is really interesting. Taking this local one, what I'm doing now, we can take a Fibonacci from the very high, and then we get our Fibonacci levels just so far apart that it's not really worth, it doesn't really fit into a trading plan for our little section in time. So we come to another high, wherever it goes high, and take that down there. And we can divide this all up, and it's all relative. It's all kind of proportion, like ratios, I guess you would say. It's proportionate. And what this is from these areas right over here, this high, see, price came down and then bounced from here and then came back up here. So that's why I'm picking this one. So our accumulation level right here, I like that for that because it's a support and resistance flip area. That's nails it for down here. Meaning that for this leg, this was the juiciest prices to get in on this. And now we should start looking for some higher targets like 26 cents, 32 cents on up through there. So those are that's a way to get some short-term targets if you are trying to get out, but for me, it's hard for me to look at this pattern and think, oh, that's a good trade. I'm thinking that's a freaking excellent hold. That's an excellent long-term hold. That's how I'm thinking when I'm seeing these bottom patterns, because last time we were down in bottom territory was here. And what did it do? If we put a target just right up here, it's like selling right here. Oh, I took profit. You can definitely, well, I doubled my money. You can. But if you build a position at the bottoms, man, that's like 22,000% gain. Your $100 turns into $2,200. So, or your 1,000 turns into, gosh. Same thing the other coin we just looked at, the real estate one. If it's a good project, this one's got a little bit of experience and it's got a little stuff to test on it. So, wow, that's kind of cool. Doggone it. Another one to add to my list to look for. OGN. Am I spending too much time on these coins? Am I being too slow? I want to see what the score is. What are you doing, man? Don't do it. Oh, come on. All right. I'm not, I don't have time for this. Or do we? La 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 la, Astrobot. Yeah, whatever. I keep my Astrobot in the wallet all by itself, away from anything else. I just want to see what the score is on this guy. See if it thinks it's undervalued right now. Investor says it's a buy time for it. Valuation grade is right in the middle. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. 72% fundamental grade. They like it. It's got some good scores here, man. I got it on my list. So what about a bigger take profit area? I'd look at this guy right here at 55. How's that? Surely by then, pull your capital out and let it just ride the rest of the way. That's 263% gains if you're patient enough to get it. Look what happened over here. We had a lot of big tight action, meaning that when we get back in these zones, we'll probably see some big movers like this. Some big days like this where we have some strong candles like that. You might want to consider this 84-cent area, 70-cent area too. We can take it as we get there. It'll take it a little while. I think she looks good. We looked at the 4-hour, right? She's looking. Yeah, we talked about the possibility of coming down here. OGN and LRC loop. Should be Loopring, right? Wherefore is a good chart. I need a chart. You used to be on Coinbase, Loopring. LRC is Loopring, right? All right, I guess we're going Bitfinex. It's not Loopring, is it? I thought it was. Loopring, I was right. An outie but goodie. For those of you not in the know about Loopring, what happened with it on Coinbase? 1.374 maximum supply, almost all of that in circulation right now, which that's juicy. $289 million market cap. Still a small cap. All-time high for this guy was, where were you? $3.75, really? I remember seeing it hang around 30 cents. That was kind of the end spot last cycle, to kind of a good spot to get in it. After, if you've missed all the lower stuff, it's 30 cents. I remember being a decent area, and it went up. And I think I remember, yeah, when you got up around $3, I was like, I sold too early again. So just something to notice there. Loopring. But what is it? Oh, you're actually telling me something here? Oh my gosh. Oh, CoinGecko. Loopring is a decentralized exchange built on the Ethereum Layer 2 solution called ZK Rollup. And since ZK Rollups are hot right now, there might be a lot more action going over here, a lot more total value locked up. You'd have to get with DeFi Llama and some of that stuff to check some of those metrics, but that could be reveal some interesting things about it that could show some very bullishness. So Loopring, let's just take a quick look at you on the 4 hour, bottoming out here, and we lost our 618. Zoom out. What's going on over there? All right. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. That's a nice accumulation level right there. I like that. That 618 is almost in line with our new 236. A little bit of confidence from that zone might be juicy. Kind of makes me think that we might ought to go ahead and include that one at 156. I got 90 cents, 156, 242 just for some starter places. Remember, she may blast again when she gets going. And you may need to start looking at 483. That's all I'm saying. As a more reasonable target if that crap starts playing off. And of course, up to previous highs. Well, that's the hopium targets right there. Other thing we got, once it comes back up to the top and gets through all this bearishness and all this accumulation, it's getting it at a great price. Possibility of coming back down these lower areas? Maybe. 21 cents could happen. Hope it doesn't come back and touch 18.6 cents, but if it does, that's some great places to buy and stack this up, because once it does confirm this double bottom pattern, and we'll take a look at what it's doing here, because this may be a 1, 2, 3. Nope. It cannot. It'd have to be a 1. If it's a 1, that means the 3 is going to be big. Probably take us right up here. Might see something like this play out. Maybe. It's too early to tell in this bigger time frame. But should it do this, we got this measured move that we can just so gracefully not do right. Pull that down there. I'm not going to let you shortchange them in this time, baby. I'll put that back where I got it. Right here, about 80 cents is what we're getting for a measured move after a double bottom confirmation there. I don't want to lose my trend line. We'll put that back up there. Still right at it. 78, 80 cents. I'm being a little tight, a little bit conservative here with this measured move. 78. So I don't know for sure that it would play out this way, but it's showing some signs on the bigger time frames that it might be doing something like that. If it goes with Elliott's theory. It was supposed to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, but see, the 4 came back below the 1, so that means that if it's going to be anything, this has got to be a big ass 1 now. That's actually kind of a cool sign, having this big pullback. Because that third wave, we're on wave 2 now, the third wave should be the biggest one of the whole move. Meaning that if you wanted to just draw this as your measure move from here, I wish we'll probably get that and then some. And dim sum. So I definitely think these areas up here, 43.8 cents, somewhere through there, is definitely worth looking at. But why stop there? Just target that 236. I don't know. I don't know what your game plan is. I'm just giving you some points of interest, and if you want to stop by there, that's up to you. I'm just calling out all the sites. So for starters, 45 and 78 are some good longer term time frames. We are on the 3-day chart, so that's it won't take you a minute. Now coming down to the 4 hours, got some work to do to recover that 200 moving average. So, and it looks like it's getting off to a nice start. There's a little bit of rounding there. We did, we're under a 618 Fibonacci. It's got to reclaim that, but it looks promising with the partial decline there. I liked it. Looks like MTX. If you don't have balls, you can't put them to the wall. Ain't that the truth? Just like AC/DC said. This little guy is, wow. I mean, he's on other exchanges. It's been getting a lot of attention, a lot more attention. Trying to find out where its bottom might be. ORAIX. I knew that wick was kind of wild. I had a target down there. Why don't I? Where are my lines, man? Where are my lines? So 12.3 cents is what I was looking for there. Let's see what she looks like. Oh yeah, really? So from this candle body down to this wiki, tighten it up a little bit. What on the 4 hour? Seems to fit pretty well with support here on this 382. So we'll take that. We'll work with that. So we're kind of in a range in here. I haven't really came down to this accumulation level. I hope it does not. So horizontal support flip right there. Can I do something with this? That angle's holding here. It's crazy how these angles work. Are you deviating? You may be deviating right there. Interesting. All right, it looks like she's trying to do a little bit on the 4 hour time frame. Just something to look at. Looks like a possible triple bottom scenario here off of 382. Just kind of a hot ones over on ORAIDex. That's it. We use it on ORAI chain, but it's also trading over on MEXC, so she's getting some exposure out there. I mean, that market cap's going to start growing. Might be something to look at. I don't know. Especially if you're over on the ORAI chain playing DeFi and stuff. AITECH was a request and is also hot on Tokenmetrics. And we're going to look at it again. It seems to be gaining some ground here. Solidus. And so far, so good. I think we were looking at if it was wicking out of here and looking kind of like it might want to do something, but then it's looking like, she looked like she's getting ready to do. She's holding pretty good, trying to regain some ground. So we got a target up here. 23% gains over about 8.4 cents. But the truth of the matter is, we get a bounce off of this lower point here. Well, really, we let's tighten it up a little bit. We could do this, but there's no guarantee. And if this one didn't make it up as high, what makes you think that the next one's going to make it up any higher? So we can cut down to this wick here. Yeah, we might be able to pull that off. So the top of the trend line, wherever that might be, may get up as high as 9 cents. Now, looking at it this way, this is a rising wedge, and these are definitely bearish patterns. They have about a 60% chance to break to the downside. Checking my stats over here, make sure I'm telling you exactly right. It is exactly right, not 68, 60% chance, according to Thomas Bukowski, and I take his word over any YouTuber that I see on YouTube, even myself. Well, it's easy to misspeak on YouTube. Possible cup and handle, is it? Quite possibly. Yes, it could be. It could be. Now, the official rules for a cup and handle is that you want to avoid the dagger bottoms. You want something in a nice rounded shape that kind of looks more like this than a dingle dangle. That kind of looks like a little dingle dangly to me. If you went out with this girl, she might have a surprise for you if she's got one of these. You know, but you know. That's the risk you take when you start calling everything a cup and handle. It may really have a handle that you weren't really betting on, but there is some nice roundiness to it. It possibly could be, but the slant takes a little bit away from him. It could also just be a support resistance flip, retesting that area. Let's go with that. If you don't know, if you feel confused, just zoom out and go with the overall pattern, because it ain't gonna lie to you. It's telling us in a rising wedge, so it should break to the downside. The upside is if it does break bullish to the upside, oh, it's going to go hard, fast, and heavy, and hold on to your hat, man, because you're about to make some serious money, and it'd probably slam past this 14-cent target if that were to happen. So it looks like it could at least come up to 9 cents, and we have to see what it does there. A 1, 2, 3, 4. That might count as a 4. That might be your 5. I don't know. It could 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Elliott Wade is subjective, man. What I can tell you, so I got some good confidence with my little cheat code right there at 9. I like that. That's what I'm rolling with. I really wouldn't put that as a cup and handle. Grimace's Labs full 10 billion supply is out in circulation since October 23. Oh, really? That makes a difference. Checking to make sure I don't have anything in the way over here. Sometimes I leave stuff up on the screen if you haven't noticed. All kinds of stuff. I forget to take it down because I'm not looking at that screen, same screen you guys are. If the screens are too distracting, let me know. There was a comment like that. I don't want too much to distract. Here's another one. I don't think we looked at this one. CETUS. It's gaining some popularity here. Well, let's just go over. Let's take a look over here. Let's go to analytics on the ratings over here on Tokenmetrics and see what they say. I think this is more the trader coins now instead of the investments trying to buy the bottoms and stuff. AITECH is right there, 93% trader grade. This one's hot. It's bullish right now, and it's probably going to continue being hot. CETUS is on here. BitTensor, yeah, baby. 233 is what I called. She went a little bit lower. She was right in that zone. Hey, man, what can I tell you? That was the zone to buy it. ORAIDex is over here as a trader coin. A lot of these are the kind of hot ones everybody's looking at right now, trading. A lot of them will be up a little high right now, so it's kind of like buying high and selling higher. That's usually what these coins look like when I chart them from this list. So we'll take a look at CETUS, which is probably buy high and sell higher. And this is the point where you got to ask yourself, am I being ballsy or am I being stupid? Because, you know, all I can say is Naka looked the same way. And I felt like I was buying the dang top at 31 cents. And of course we saw it, Naka went up to almost $3, I think, right? And that's just the only thing. But do remember, you know, we're not out of the woods yet with total 3 with the altcoins. So technically we're testing this area. 236 fib from this big wick, if we can trust that. Ichimoku Cloud looks interesting. I'm cool with that. Moving averages look good, and it's above the 9, so I can't say anything bad about it. But when she's at an area right now where she can get rejected, and probably will. Some bearish divergence there. But if she doesn't and she breaks above this point, say she makes it to 14 cents. Maybe take it on a lower time frame. Oh, the daily looks like it's getting rejected there though. Possibly. We got this trend line, we got this trend line. So if this trend line breaks, I'm looking at this trend line at 8.7 cents for a possible bounce and continue our move to the upside. So that's the only concern I would have about CETUS, is that there might be a rejection here and be able to buy it cheaper, and it may not just stop there. She may actually come down to 6 cents at this 200 moving average here. So yeah, she's kind of too risky for me to want to get in and try to trade her. I don't like buying resistance. That's what you're doing right here. You're buying resistance. It's like if you're a trader and price came down here and he said, that's a good time to short. You're shorting the bottom, baby. It didn't work out. It wouldn't work out. You don't short support, and you try not to buy resistance, and that's just what I'm seeing right now. Throwing the Bollinger Bands, and yeah, but do keep an eye out. She might do something extremely bullish. CETUS, I'm not as impressed with it. CGPT. This one's actually been hot. I don't know. ChainGPT, man. I kind of wrote this one off as what? I was kind of like, I'm trying to see the use case. They came in when, of course, ChatGPT came out, and maybe they got a working product now. I don't know. I can't say anything about them now. They're doing really good on the daily chart here. Had a nice rounded accumulation, broke out of accumulation, and now broke past the 618 for this move, this last leg that should count. She's headed right back up here to make a nice little freaking cup, and then she may handle back down. Good. So nice scallop pattern. That's all that we can call it at the moment. It's a scallop. I'm looking to see if there's a possibility of rejection there and coming back to a lower time frame, but if she holds her level here, man, we're headed up. So I guess there's something there to that. We looked at one the other day called Loot, and it's also on Tokenmetrics over there. It was a request in the chat here. I think, was it Grimmer? But it's also right there on the list, trading at 154. It's up 18% today, very bullish. 91% trader grade. Made to trade. Got this crazy wick up there. Can we count on that? Can we do something with it? Are you dependable? Are you reliable? Where did you top out at? 1414-ish. Do I trust you? I don't know if I do or not. It seems to be respecting that 382 area right here. Accumulation level seems to be pretty good, just basing off this original wick there. If I pull this little guy up, then it kind of changes my equation a little bit. I'm sticking with this one because it's still respecting it. I might as well respect it too. Show it some respect. Tells me we got an accumulation that we should be headed up here. The 618 is about $1.11. Currently sitting at what? 80 cents? I thought we just saw that we were at a. Okay, whatever. Road Dog's hallucinating again. I'm going to complain to Domino's. Every time I order that mushroom pizza, I start tripping my balls off. So great little targets there, 111, 138, and then again, my favorite that I just like to throw out there all the time because it's either going to nail it or it's going to bust through it. So I like that one. Where did you draw your lines, man? Come on. $11, $38, $2.16. Not that impressive for where we are, in my personal opinion, but if you're already in it, then you're already in it. Who farted? That was me. Sorry. I saw the opportunity. I saw the opening, had to walk into it. Sweet. She ain't getting her, I mean, she's getting rejected, but she ain't taking it. She's not getting her feelings hurt about it. She got some tough skin. So I'm looking for a confirmation over here. It keeps wicking up there and may eventually make it. Broke a trend lines. I don't care what you say about trend lines, Road Dog. I got my anti-gravity shoes on. Above the 9, I can't say anything about it. I can't say anything bearish about this being above the 9 moving average. When she loses that 9 moving average, I want to talk about her behind her back, make her feel bad. But until then, no. Sunshines and rainbows. Are you going to make it up to 165? You only got 10 cents to go. I think you can do it. Cloud's starting to get thicker. Cloud's starting to get thicker on Bitcoin on the smaller time frame. How's Bitcoin doing? She lost some ground. Did you lose the ground, Bitcoin? Let's go check on Bitcoin. Make sure that it's not going to rain on our parade. So we tightened up our trend line here to make sure that we don't get caught up in some crazy wicks like they did over here. Wicked us out. So we raised our trend line from where we started, matching with that, came up perfectly to this one, meaning rejection. So we're not out of the woods yet for a big move. They could be tricking us, and they like to do that. Remember, Friday is getting closer, and you know, we're definitely probably less likely to break out over the weekend in a very strong bullish move, sending Bitcoin to the moon. We just don't have the people here yet. So cautiously looking at Bitcoin on the smaller time frames. Well, the 2-hour non-moving average is sitting here, what, 43,854. I hate to see us do that. But remember this pattern, the inverted head and shoulders with the little breakout. Remember, it's got a 62% chance to come back and retest that neckline. That's 43,632. I mean, we're putting a lot of hope on this trend line, and it may hold. It might. Since we had a bear trap on it, might. No guarantees though. So we got to be cautious as that. We might get some better prices out of some of these altcoins. CHR Chromium is also hot right now. I'm not in this one. Should I be? What's it doing? Did you flip that? Looks as though we had a ascending triangle here that broke to the upside. Ironically, you know, when these guys break to the upside, time to make the donuts. When these little guys break to the upside, I mean, yeah, you can take a measured move. I wouldn't do all this crap. No. I mean, your standard measured move is just within the triangle, really. Like that. You might get that. But you know what happens when they break up? Well, they just turn into a rising wedge or a rising channel. Price travels in channel. Remember, that's one of our basic rules there. You just got to find the angles and learn how to identify it. So it could probably be a little bit more. There's a little deviations there on it, but so we do this and look for a little confluence. Could tell us where area of rejection is going to be, which would be about 36 cents. Might run into trouble there at about 5 cents. Even though we got a measure move to 40 cents, no guarantee we'll make it up there, especially if there's a trend line in our way. Not official. There's only one touch there. It's not valid, but it might be. It's a good way to kind of see in the dark. Can we say that? You do have 2 touches if you put it on the candle bodies, and 3 if you count that wick. Yeah. So just some things there to look at. Let's see, are we, yeah, baby. You did a nice little double bottom right there, didn't you? Didn't you? You so cute. You so cute. Yeah, we're kind of right there at that measure move for that. So let's throw that out there. Double bottom. We're pretty much there at that measure move. Meaning, I don't blame you for getting rejected there. What else you going to do? All right, so let's take that little guy off. Let's take this little guy off. I'll mark it, but I'm not confident that it's going to just make that move. They don't always. That is here at 40 cents. We'll mark it blue for measure move. This one's also blue for measure move. I guess I should color it blue. So that basically fulfilled its obligation here for this pattern. Now it's time to start looking and seeing what else we see. So really, I mean, I even want to get this off the screen. Now I'm pretty confident. Let me get this out of the way. That measure move. I'm pretty confident that that may be our little toppy top. So I can do this, and then I can figure out where we might actually come back to. 0.5 to 1.75 cents might be in play. No guarantees. I mean, first it's got to come back and retest this area. 28, almost 29 cents. But she's a little hot. She's hotter than a $2 pistol right now. I'm gonna. Striga says lol. Lol. I want to see how Buenas doing. I FOMO'd into that one. I liked what I saw on the chart. Because she hit the targets. How does that happen? It ain't me. I'm just going through the routine, man. I'm just going through the routine. Same thing. You see me do the same things. Like, oh God, there he goes with that 1.27 fib. Oh, but they weren't. Or 618s, and you know, it's what made me believe in this stuff. Nailed it. Blasted through this one. No, I'll give you that. That's why we put that one up there as a little extra bonus. What was the deal on this one? Have we got confluence here? Oh, you do. From this wick? That 786 there? That's kind of cool. That actually... and my 127 is up here at 2190, and that's where I'm expecting it to go after it bounces off this bottom and ping pongs off of this top trend line right here. From where we are on Banana Gun. It's another 24%. I don't remember. I have an alert or something. I bought this, but I don't remember exactly where. But it was somewhere through here, somewhere through maybe here. I don't know. I've got to go check. But I liked what I saw with the possibility of it going up, so I jumped in. I see it on stream. There's usually a reason. We've also been following DUSK, and that one is also over there on Tokenmetrics as being a hottie trader coin right now. Check it out on Buenas. Look at that! But they hit a target? That's crazy. How does that happen? You pull a fib, and then the price goes to that fib, and then you sell, and then you make some money, and then you go pick out Lambo colors. And when you make enough money, they call it wife-changing money. Ask BitBoy. He knows all about wife-changing money. I've got a target up here, 48 cents. Next one I got on my list, that's from this double bottom that we just confirmed. We said, dang, girl. You work out, don't you? Look at that. Now, if it comes down, and there's a chance, it can't keep going up. She got to pull back, but if she pulls back, I'm just looking at a pullback right here. I retested this neckline-ish area. I mean, hell, you could even say that this was the official neckline. You really could. So really could. That changes our measure move. Should we do it? Should we do it? We got new information. I mean, I wouldn't want to put a measure move up there and then blast through it and, you know, say, Road Dog, your measure moves are sucking. We'll get a readjusted one up here. Measure move. Readjusted. Because everything's going to be fine. I feel like I've heard that before. So could we reach about 53, 54 cents? Confirmation right there says so. Will it pull back to 28? I don't know. It depends on if it breaks through that line. It could. There's a little wiggle room it can pull back to. I'm on the daily chart and she's just looking all happy. Got the little red dot here on Market Cipher, but no big major moves here yet on the MACD. No major crosses, not even close to crossing. So screw you, red dot. You're just playing red light, green light. I know where your game is. Ichiboku Cloud says, y'all gonna make a run for the border. Well, if you said it, you better do it, because I got rising price and falling volume. You better pull something off, change that real quick like. Money flow is in the green. That's on your side. So Dusk, guys to like, I'm still not in this guy. What the hell? Am I? No, I'm not. She was on my list. She just finished accumulation. She's just now wrapping up her accumulation processes and made a higher high. This is one I want to check out. This one has been on this thing over here, man. Look at this. Where'd you go? You're not here anymore. On my big watch list over here. I'm picking one out from over here that's been kind of killing it lately. I don't know what it is. SOV Sovryn's what it is. I looked it up. I don't know anything about it. We're going to learn about it tonight. We're going to come over here and type it in for SOV. You sorry, SOV. Sovryn here on the trader side is definitely in a strong buy area. It says we got 100 million total supply. Circling implies 37.7 million. So traders like it right now. What about the investors? Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm kind of interested in the longer hold here. Is it worth it? Investor grade 65. Okay, technology grade's pretty cool. 82%. What makes you so great? No valuation grade, so 56% fundamental grade. It might be something to look into. Let's find out a little bit about you. There should be a website, Sovryn. Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Song reminds me of Hendrix in some parts. Welcome to Sovryn, decentralized Bitcoin trading and lending platform. Do tell. Bitcoin related? I'm interested. Stake Sovryn, earn up to 2.66%. You suck. Earn up 28% APR in AMM. Yeah. Lend 9.9%. Borrow with Sovryn. Total value walks 2.5 million? No. Yeah, 2.5 or 2,500 Bitcoin. Whoa. What happened there? Somebody didn't pay the light bill. Or it's... They're coming in. They're watching. They're tapping the line. All right, so it looks kind of interesting. I don't know. I figured you would tell me something here. Let's see, down at the bottom. Getting started, Sovryn.com blog. Terms of service, privacy, policy. The Sovryn blog. Stay in the loop with articles, guides, podcasts, and the latest blah, blah, blah. Babelfish and answers to zero redemptions. Bitcoinos. Building in layers to unlock Bitcoin's potential. All right, clearly, I'm going to take a little deeper dive than I want to do over this, but this one's hot and it's related to Bitcoin. Might be something there, but let's look at the old chart. She's been hot for a while. I just haven't pulled her up yet. Dang. Well, she's too hot to handle right now. Because she'll lay it on you. See, right now, she's looking really good right now. So, oh, baby. She all dolled up, looking all nice and pretty, just making you just fall in love with her because she up on high. She's on a winning team. Don't you want to be on that winning team? FOMO win right now? Hell no, we don't. No. Although she's making a good argument. Not the smartest time to get in. Really not. I'm sorry, it's not. I feel it too. It's on the daily and it's telling me a green dot. We're above the 9 and it just looked like it got there. I feel it. That's too much. That's not safe. She's partying too hard. She can't keep it up, man. Are you breaking out? I see no volume on this chart. There's no volume on this chart. What the hell? I need a chart with volume. CoinEx has got it. Let's look at CoinEx. Volume, rising price. Yeah, you sneaky little thing, you. You don't have the substance. You're just burning. You on that nose candy is what you're doing. You're going to burn out pretty soon. I can tell. I see the signs, but you're above the 9 moving average, so I can't see anything about it, man. It's like you're in that safety zone. Wow, you might be giddy enough to get up here to 217 or 235. Might come back into play. It sucks when they do this. It sucks when they get where they, probably should pull back, take a little break, and they want to keep going. And you're like, you're not in it. Where's the entry? And I can show it to you, but man, it's just a risky play. And we don't really have, there should be some more information over here. And I'm sure on another chart there would be. There'd be something right around the same level. Almost positive of it. And honestly, if we're going to look at this one, we need to see that SOV. Who's got it? Who's had it the longest? Gate.io, have you had it the longest? Yeah, we just saw that, didn't we? Well, see, we missed out on all that. So that level's right over here, support resistance flip. So that makes use is important. And that's a good target to shoot for because, well, that's a main thing. And I bet if we pull a fib, that is a 236 area on a bigger pull. Meaning an accumulation level that she's got to come and deal with, man. I mean, you made your bed, you lie in it. Pick your battles, baby. You chose that one. Ooh, it's not you? All right, that high didn't work. Let's check. Are you one? Yeah, you don't count. This one? No, this one. Is that where we are? Looks like we're going off of this one. So this little high here, you got all the weight. I just messed that up, didn't I? All right. Well, I mean, pulling a fib from there, it matches up on what we can see here. We got some fairly good matches here. Support. A little bit of some resistance. So if their fibs are fitting in nicely, sometimes you just have to look at them on things like that and hippie fine tune. Tighten this guy up a little bit here on the bottom because I'm picky that way. And that was the area we're looking for, which is technically just a little bit under this little guy. So let's go ahead and mark him like we normally do for accumulation. Well, I mean, why have a different target other than here? Because we're headed there. We've already got our double bottom in right here. Right there. It can definitely come back to retest that near that 21 moving average on the daily. It might. It ain't thinking about doing it right now. It don't give a dang about doing it right now. It just wants to go up because this sucker's crazy. It's on crank or something. I don't know, man. What are they feeding you, Sovryn? They're feeding me Bitcoin. That sounds a lot more healthy than what I thought. Sure ain't doing no steroids and diet pills because I hear that's an end thing. Here's a support possible. That is a support resistance flip here. So what was support there became resistance. So for a short term target, one on the daily, might actually get some move out of that. Come down smaller time frame. Data's got a green dot. It's looking pretty good. We got duck lips happening right here. Duck lips right there. I finally got to show you the duck lips. I need to Google search duck lips. Is there such a thing as duck lips? I need that picture. I mean, like a duck with lips. Oh my God. What are you? does look like a duck. Oh, if I could only... Duck lips. She resent. I don't want to say that though. I like the person I was going to say, and she's in crypto, so I'm not going to say that. But she looks like somebody that you might see, who is very attractive, but I don't hear it. I'm stealing that. All right, back on track. I gotta have something to explain duck lips. Seems to be a real thing. $2.07 should be coming up on the radar here, quite possibly, just by respecting that trend line. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit here. Tighten it up. I'm on a different time frame, aren't I? Zooming in. Up to that candle top. Well, that lowered it. I'm not liking that. Now, she may just blast through this and get back above, in which... that's hella bullish. I don't know, but she's liking that 9-moving average. She's really liking it. Killing it on the 3-day. Oh man, 12-hour look again across and 9 over the 21. She's getting ready to do something. Make sure, let's get rid of this trend line. I don't want bias. I mean, yeah, it's true. It could be something, but we could be missing something if we look at it too closely. Because what if...
I've been waiting for so long, girl. Yeah. To be with you alone.
I want to feel your duck lips.
Move your back against the wall, girl.
And shake your duck lips. Help her.
Don't be afraid, won't let you fall, girl. No, no. You don't have to feel afraid.
I see us in this. That makes a lot of sense to me. Now she can get rejected, come back for a partial decline or something. So 121, all these things are still kind of in order. She bullish as all get out right now, but shy of $2 unless she does something crazy with this pattern. But there should be a retest of this trend line at some point, or this breakout area, this devil bottom, this neckline. 118. Quack quack. Hey Moo Man, what's up, Moo Man? Windy. Oh, for the... Well, no, that's not who I was talking about. Oh, look, there's duck lips. But I can see how you could see that. I'll just say. No, actually, I'm talking about, she changed her name. She went with, she rebranded. And I actually respect her. She's another one that, there's only a handful of analysts that I actually respect here on YouTube. A handful. Charting Crypto. Joe from Trade Intuition. Natoshi. Which, is she on? I don't know if you hear that, but Nathalie with an H is actually her name. She's cool. Now she's in Sweden, I think. She's a doll, man. I love her to this. She inspired my trading group the Telegram group that I got, because she's got a cool little group. They just have one little group over there, but a cool community, helps each other out and everything. And she's just cool. And she trades very neat. She does price action only, no indicators whatsoever. It's very cool. Uses Fibonacci's, but she tweaks them sometimes, like in using 25, 75, things like that. Nothing that I do. She doesn't use moving averages or anything. Just price action and pulls a fib for looking for certain levels. It's pretty amazing to watch her do it. But one of the things that she does that I really like is that she follows that trend line, baby. She looks for those breaks in those trend lines to know that, hey, this move is over. And I can't say that enough about some other traders, man. It's like they ignore that trend line and start seeing other stuff that, you know, probably not going to head that way. So shout out to Natoshi. I love her. I think she's awesome. I need to go watch her again. It's hard for me to catch her. So, who else would be my other one that I respect? Those are the main ones. Now, some of the bigger names, I mean, I like Tom Crown. I don't have anything good. I like him. Not ranking him as my top 5. He could be my top. He's good. I like him. There's only just a couple that really make me look sideways because I see them doing things, and the other people, and unless you know TA or have a fundamental notice, they do some things that make you look sideways and make you think, I think you're just talking out your ass right now. And a lot of times they are. Just a few. Jason Casper, I like him. If you're day trader minded, he's the man. He's the proven man for knocking out the day trading thing. He's got a good system for catching those trades. And it can get into ICT and some things that's a little bit more complicated. Personally, I like the swing trades, and you can make some seriously life-changing money taking it just a little slower than trying to get it all on those perpetual swaps, because that's got a learning curve that can kick your ass several times for a long time. But there are some other cool margin trading is another one. You're using leverage, but it's a much more responsible way, and you can build some serious bags doing that. I've got Pond. We've looked at that recently, and I think she's a little bit hot right now. You feeling hot? Pond, need to cool off, Pond. Oh, did you break back in that pattern? Maybe, kind of, maybe, could be, possibly. Depends on how we draw it. If I draw it to that wick, what does it look like? I mean, you're still in that, still in the pattern, no doubt. Oh, tied it up and you nailed it almost. Yeah, that was actually tighter than it looked. It's always good to go back and tighten up your lines. Might even have to do a little tightening down here. We're not nowhere close to it. We might be though, because that can happen unless it gets a partial decline somewhere in this area, about 0.017, 108 cents. Right through here. Probably got some confluence with a fib too, right in that same area. 618's there, and ooh, that one's low. Don't need to go there. This area would work though. Yeah, about 18 cents. Probably a good chance for it to come back down to that area right there. Somehow I got out of the habit of drawing lines, and it's kind of a pet peeve for me now. Why aren't you drawing lines? The hell? Striggle man. The Striggermeister. Alright guys, so that pretty much goes over my little list of things to go over tonight. A couple of that is what I went over earlier today. You know what I haven't looked at is INJ. How's you doing? Oh, you down a little bit, down to $33. Doing a little megaphony kind of pattern. Looks like, ooh, looky there. It's what I call a partial decline. Using my to call it a double bottom. Technically, I think it would be called, well, I'm not going to argue that point. Does the same thing. This little guy, we can probably get him out of the way here. It didn't seem to affect much price action there. So he's probably lost his power. This guy has not lost his power. We need him to stay always. And there's a good sign to see it just bumping right there. Chances are that's a 618. Is ya a 618er? No, you're a 0.5. Look at you. Could you come down to 618? Yeah, but since you're trying to bounce off the 5 there, I would say we're probably pretty cool. If you zoom out, carry this little guy all the way down here to the bottom area, we're bouncing off the 382 area, which if you heard me say this before, in the grand scheme of things, if you're finding support here at the 382, there's a much bigger move coming. As long as you don't lose it, you got a chance for a much, much bigger move coming. Where to? I know it sounds crazy, but we're really putting it right there on that 382. Takes us up where? Why, up to this negative 382, but the fib I got pulled. That's my cheat line. Don't erase it. It's confluence with the 2.6 with the 2E written. Okay, interesting. Since we did make this pull, this swing high, this swing low, I am going to move this one right here. Well, that was a measurement, wasn't it? Okay, so INJ. I really think she's got a good chance to hit 49.66 and 59.18. Looks like we got a little bit of a possible divergence there. Not majorly strong or anything. It's got some catching up to do, some work to do, but this is a nice sign seeing this double bottom here at this area. And this wick over here that it filled. So it wicked down. Well, it gets wicked often, gets candlesticked. It got candlesticked once, twice, thrice. Afterwards, she's ready to move up. She hasn't broke through the downside on that. It's a strong sign. Does have to recover this 400 or 200 moving average. What did I say 400 for? Might you see 31 again? I don't know. She's already done it 3 or 4 times. She could. Hope not. Everything else is saying that, man, I'm getting ready to move up. All the indicators are saying it's ready to rock and roll. Start to move forward with INJ. I like that. Let's do it. Make sure to go vote if you're staking Pith. Hey, appreciate that, because I was not thinking about it. See, this is community right here. Appreciate that. And I also need to stake DYM, qualify for the next airdrop. So I forgot exactly who was asking about it. Having trouble. Somebody asked about it. We went over and looked up about the airdrop and figured out, well, the one's expired, but no one's coming, or else I would have missed that whole staking thing. So it's hard to keep up with all the things I'm in. I need to narrow it down a lot. And Pith. Vote. Okay. And hopefully I will not ignore this. Maybe I'll get it stuck in your hair. That way, put it on your phone. I'll put it on my phone. There we go. Seeing if anything's popping up to me right now on our list over here. Nothing I'm seeing. Really making me crazy. Taboo, are you up? You need to be. I'm kind of pissed at you, Taboo. You did good for my video, but I expected you to go more. You didn't. You let me down. You crashed on me when I wasn't looking, and gosh darn it, I'm holding a bag of you. And I'm a little bit pissed about it, but I do like the bullish divergence I'm seeing right here. You're making me feel a little bit better. I don't think you're going to come down and reach this line. Why don't I have a line there? Straighten up, bro, dog. Get your act together, man. Tighten up. Joe's got pretty charts and yours are ugly. That is true. Joe has got, he can make some really pretty charts, man. Makes me jealous. They look beautiful. I'm like, oh, it makes me want to steal that idea. Like these little things. I stole that from Joe. I stole these from Joe. I'll admit it. You caught me. So can we make it up past this area? Past this? Who knows, man. There is that bullish divergence right here. Is it? Yeah. It's not here. It's here, right here. On a 4-hour time frame. That should be. What should it be? Which one is that? Why, that's the reversal kind that we want. That's the regular bullish divergence. This low to lower low, and our RSI is going from a low to a higher low. Given that particular left side of a bow tie right here. Saying, baby, we're getting ready to rock and roll. You going to come up here and test this trend line? That's about as far as I see you going. Should recover some ground. This one's a naughty NFT site. That's what it is. But you know what? She can easily get rejected here and come back and do this double bottom. So I'm throwing that out there. She's got a measure move from here, right? Remember this pattern? We just broke to the downside of it. Let's not forget about it. I'm trying to figure out where we're going to go. I see tubers do this. The ones on the short time frame. So, well, where's it going to go? Well, look backwards what you broke out of. They'll tell you. Maybe we could be headed down to 0.01115 for Taboo, and that sucks because I put a video out on it because I kind of liked it. It did do good for what video, though. Did not hit these targets, though, so I feel like an asshole. Can't win them all. That video was not suitable for ads, by the way. Go figure. And my Rocky Horror tribute had to be cut down. That kind of pissed me off. That was a lot of work. I only have 5 days for the voting. Okay, appreciate that, Dave. I need that's good. That's good. That's alpha. Shout out to Dave, keeping us informed. Hell yeah. That's a road dog. That's what road dogs do. We're a pack. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. If you can, hit that like button.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't know if I've got anything going on for a daytime thing tomorrow. Actually, I got to start paying attention to taxes and figure all that good stuff out. Do you notice that the IRS backtracked? There's a lot more if you read in between the lines there. They have no authority until it's given to them. And they've dropped the ball in crypto that technically they don't have authority for a lot of things that they were hoping to do this year. So that's an interesting turn of event, isn't it? Don't get no crazy ideas, though. They come after you. I was this close to getting hired. And then Trump said, we're not hiring any more federal workers. I'm like, that is just my freaking luck. Man. But looking back, what did it do? I really want to work for the IRS. No, not really. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow night. Trade carefully, take advantage of this move, watch Bitcoin closely, make sure she's not faking us out, because, you know, we're kind of at that area where she can do some things. I'd say the market makers are going to have a little bit more fun tomorrow, and but if we do, I had to raise the bar just so we'll be safe. So we are now officially looking for a, I know, until it's going to keep going higher until we actually get a confirmed break. But, you know, I'm not going to let it wick us out, man. I'm not going to let it fake us out. She faked me out last time. She really did. I was like, and that made me think, well, maybe my trend line needs to be adjusted, and I will contend with that. I'm looking for almost 45,000 to be cleared before we really know we're in the end. All right. Good night, everybody. Trade carefully. God bless you. Keep God in your life because God loves you. Each and every one of you always has, always will, whether you believe it or not. Feel like you're all alone. You're not. He's there. Can't tell. He, she, whatever. However you want to believe in it. Can't get away from God. God is the underlying everything. Might as well be on the... Try to be in harmony with God as much as you can. Good night, everybody. See you then.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. If you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind.
What kind of bimbo brings a shovel to a gunfight anyway?
Come on, come here, boy. Come on.
Screw that one up again.
You freaky dog.
It's just down and to your left. What kind of bimbo brings a shovel to a gunfight anyway? I should shoot you right. Look over to the side.
Where you can join and subscribe. Crypto rival, the really drives you out. Let's hit the like button now.